Now, the first point we're going to deal with today is governor vessel 26. To be honest, this is one of the death points as by the babushi. And this point is found here. We would know it as the maxilla. Now, one of the interesting things I find about this is people who teach realistic self-defense know these places. They might not know it's governor 26 or what have you, but they will know these are weak areas of the body which they have used on the doors and what have you. Now, this particular point here, one of the funniest things I've ever heard was one of my heroes, a guy called Trevor Roberts, who said, I don't really know anything about pressure points, but I know the name of that one there. And it's just brilliant because he's used it on the doors for years and years and years and years. But he calls it clitoris 1 because it's a bit of a cunt in his words. Now, if he's knowing this, spleen 6, one of the ones on the leg here, spleen 6 Moteague calls the Tarzan point because when jumped upon by people, people scream. So these guys who have a real world experience of violence know where these points are. Now, governor vessel 26 is also known as the man's middle. Now, obviously, if we're lucky enough, we can strike into it. We have, between here and here, 36 different weapons at our disposal that we can use. So it's like having a toolbox. My particular way of striking into here would be something like a shovel fist here, which is going to come in straight onto that point there. This will cause unconsciousness potentially, and potentially even death. But we can use it in a number of different ways. So, John, if you'd just like to put me into a side headlock, please, sir. Okay, so, from here, the problem is, if you just release so I can actually speak, cheers, dude. Right, the point is with this. Obviously, he's not just going to be holding me there because I'm going to have two hands free. He's going to be striking me, and I've got to get out of this as quickly as I possibly can. If I follow my hand up here, very naturally, I'm going to feel into the eye socket here or under the nose here. Now, I know this will always be one because I've never found anyone who this doesn't work on really, really well. And I press into it, and I'll bring this back up. Notice how I'm stretching his ribs here. This will allow me to strike into the rib cage or into the balls and the penis area. It's a very, very painful technique. How did that feel, John?
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah, very, very uncomfortable. And one of the things I like about these points are we can, I think a term I coined once was striations of violence. If I want to strike into that really, really hard, I know realistically I'm going to affect an electrical and a mechanical knockout. There's no doubt about that in my mind at all. But I can also use this on a more gentle way of taking someone down and moving away from them. So another example might be we're into this sort of grappling situation. I pick this up here and take him down. Now I've done that as gently as I possibly can to get an effect. And again, how does that feel?
Very, very uncomfortable.
Notice he has a natural escape here. I pitched that. How would you get out of that, John? Very, very easy, isn't it? Yeah? But by driving in here, bam! I can make my escape really, really quickly while my opponent is disorientated. Governor vessel 26, man's middle.